Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. When the blazing sun is gone, when the nothing shines upon, then you show your little light. Twinkle, twinkle, all dark night. Then the traveler in the dark thanks you for your little spark. He could not see which way to go if you did not twinkle. Though I know not what you are, twinkle, twinkle, little star.
Brian Wilson, El Halcón de la Ley.
Can you quack like a dove when you suck?
Well, what have we here? It is a very late October bonus stream. And hello, Keith, Animal Lawyer. And hello, Armando. You know what? I was curious. Who would actually show up if I started a stream this late? This is usually when I'm ending my streams. But I was actually good at planning to stream earlier. But I took a series of unexpected naps. And then I woke up around 11 and I was kind of like, I feel like playing some games now. I was really busy like doing house stuff today. And then I got tired and I fell asleep. I think I fell asleep around 7:30 or 8 and I mostly dozed until almost 11. So you're just getting ready to relax? Yeah, good timing. All right, man. So this is not going to be like the big production. You see, I don't even have my camera on. Not going to be big production here. I remember last year during the stream on Thursday night, I was like, last year I streamed a lot during October. Like, how did I pull that off? And I looked and I streamed 12 times last October. And I think I remember part of it was just that, like, most of those streams were sort of like half-ass streams. It's like, okay. Where I just was like, I just want to play this game. So I'd start the stream, and I'd be like, hey, I'm going to play this game now. And no Wheels of Misfortune, no game show giveaways. A lot of those streams were just like, I'm going to play a game. I'm going to hit the stream now button, and we're going to do it. How's the puppy? She's good. I think she's a little confused about what I'm doing. She's kind of used to me streaming, but this is pretty late. So, but right now she just finished a kind of a Zoomy about 15 minutes ago, where she was like super hyper and being wrestly and all that stuff, and then she just I don't know, about 10 minutes ago just laid down. And she's on my bed. She looks just like a lifeless lump of fur. Which, you know, that's good. Hey, look, it's Ava with all those bright and shiny stars. Here for the super late night bonus stream, unless you live where Ava lives. In which case, you're in Australia, right, Ava? Or you bounced from Australia to New Zealand, didn't you? Now I can't remember. I know you moved from place to place. But you're it's like afternoon for you right now. So it's not a super late night stream for you. But this is usually when I wrap up my stream. I'm like, oh man, it's almost midnight. I gotta go, you guys. I may end up doing that in a half hour anyways. I don't know how much my my unplanned evening naps are going to give me. So this might be a shortish stream, but I did feel like I was planning to stream tonight, and then all the naps happened. So, and then I woke up and I kind of want to play games now. 4:52 p.m. Australia. Okay, there we go. I wonder where Brad's at. He's in China. And it's a Sunday. And he's one of the only people I thought might show up of the regulars, because most of the people who watch this are like on the central or east coast time in the United States, and it's like super flippin' late for them right now. You're 7 minutes to Saturday? Wait a minute. You mean 7 minutes left of Saturday? I don't think it's Friday anywhere in the world right now. It's 1 a.m. for you, so super early. There we go, Armando. Okay, I was like, that's probably what you meant. It's like, wait a minute. I had to start thinking real hard. Is there any place where it's not yet Saturday in the world? And I was like, nah, I don't think so. It's Sunday afternoon. Yeah, right. I mean, it's like, it's already tomorrow, but it's earlier. I try not to think about the dateline. That messes me up. I just think about, like, that you're 7 or 8 hours behind me. That's okay, Armando. Pretty sure my brain's not working right either. But, you know what? Without further ado, I think I'm going to jump in a game. This is a late night bonus stream. I don't think I'm going to be doing 45 minutes of talking on the welcome screen like I normally would when I start streaming at like 7:30 or 8 in the evening, because, you know, it's going to be probably a little bit of a mellow vibe. Well, at least until I start dropping F-bombs because I'm scared. Oh, you did answer the question about... even there's only 3 people in the chat and I can't keep up with it. You sent Nate back to New Zealand. Oh, okay, and you stayed there. I knew New Zealand played into it somewhere, and I know you've moved a couple of times over the 10 years or so that I've known you. And so I guess I thought one of your moves was like to New Zealand. But yeah, you know, I know. You sent him packing. Yeah. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do, right, Ava? And sometimes that means you gotta send him packing. Yeah. Alright.
5 seconds of gameplay.
Wait a minute. Now I don't... Where's my Dead Space icon? I just got new monitors, and for some reason it seems like every time I restart my computer, they scatter my icons everywhere. Usually I know when you guys have seen my desktop, here, I'll show you. When you've seen my desktop, people like go into seizures and stuff. But like right now, this is like, this is terrible. Like, this is terrible for me. Can anyone see my, can anyone see where my Dead Space oh wait, I put it down here. Okay, never mind. I found it. It's on the bottom. It's on the bottom down here. Oh, he introduced you to the channel after he moved here. Oh, I didn't realize that I didn't realize he's the one that brought you here. Because you're the one that seems like the main audience member. And he was like a tag along. But I guess, you know, origin stories, right? Well, it's not it's not past midnight yet, Nick. And hello, Zorn Kev. I started streaming 10 minutes ago. I said it's going to be a short stream, so, you know, probably once it hits midnight, I'll start winding down. But just kidding. I took a bunch of naps. I was going to do a bonus stream earlier, and I fell asleep on our ridiculously comfortable couch. And napped for like 3 hours, and then woke up around 10:30, 11. Kind of was like, had snacks, played with the dog, decided I wanted to play some games and stream. 3 to midnight is basically the same as midnight. So, and I didn't know who was going to show up. I know, Nick, you stay up pretty late. Keith, I didn't necessarily expect, I don't know what your hours are like, but I expected most people in the, like, US, this would be a weird time for me to start streaming. Or most people in the Americas. Mondo, I can't remember if you're... Mondo, were you in Mexico? I'm not 100% sure, but I want to say that you're in Mexico. But anyways, still, like, basically for time zone purposes, you're in the same time zone either way. All right. Zorn Kev, you can actually sit and watch now. Well, that's cool. Well, normally, why can't you sit and watch? Or is it just whatever? This is just happens to be a good time for you. But yeah, Ava is in Australia, and it's like 5 o'clock in the afternoon, early evening for her. Which, same for Brad. Right now for Brad, it's like, what time is it? It's just almost 4 o'clock in the afternoon on a Sunday. I'm a little wondering what's up with Brad. He's like one of the only people I sort of expected would be like up and about at this hour. Maybe he's actually doing things with his girlfriend. They don't expect my streams to pop up Sunday afternoon over there. You get off work between 10 and 11. So once you eat and shower, it's after midnight most of the time. Okay. Oh, that makes sense. I had jobs where I worked until, like, my shifts ended at 11. I had jobs where they ended at 12, and jobs where they ended at 1. So I'm familiar with that. Like, if I get home from work, it doesn't matter how late it is, I'm gonna be up for usually at least a couple more hours. It'd have been easy for you to miss me since you weren't expecting me to be online. You got off Discord with some friends. Oh, okay. Yeah, well, you know, this is just a lesson to everyone that you never know. In HAWKTOBER, when the gaming lawyer is going to stream. Yeah. I warned my wife, too, that I was thinking about streaming. She was cool with it. That's the funny thing now, because we live in a house. It's the first time I've lived in a house in, like, 20 years. Over 20 years. As long as I don't have the windows open, I don't need to worry about neighbors hearing me. Usually that's one of the limiting factors of, like... Well, when you guys first met me, I lived in a building... Well, when I first started streaming, rather, because some of you didn't know me before I moved to Portland. But when I lived in LA, we lived in a building that was like 100 years old, made like solid bricks, like just concrete and bricks. You couldn't hear anything like through those walls. But most modern apartments here, you could sort of hear like what's going on around. Hear what your neighbors are doing. Well, if they get loud like I do sometimes during streams. You bought a webcam on Monday. Oh, nice. Okay. Well, what are you gonna do with the webcam, Nick? Are you gonna start streaming, or is it just for like Discord and stuff like that? Either way, no, that's cool. Getting a webcam. You can get webcams pretty cheap though. They're not necessarily the best webcams in the world, but you can get them pretty. Did you get a nice one? Did you get one that makes you feel happy inside? It's like, oh, this is the official like streamer webcam or something. What is it? The Z90 or whatever? I forget. There was the one that's 10 years ago. There was the one webcam that was like all the streamers used, but that was 10 years ago, so I should be quiet. And it is in fact the webcam that I'm using. Although not tonight, because I turned it off. I didn't even realize until I started streaming that I was like, oh, I should... All my scenes have my webcam on. So I just like switched my webcam to be disconnected from my PC. So I wouldn't have to mess with it. I didn't want to deal with my green screen. Also didn't want to deal with... I've taken to not wearing my glasses at my computer because I sit... The way my desk is now, I sit closer to it. Closer to my monitor. And I'm not near... Or I guess you'd say I am nearsighted. Like stuff that's close to me, I can see. But usually I sit further back from my monitor. Like over the past few years. Monday you go in for a new job orientation, so you might be more of an early bird next month. Oh, yeah. This could be a big change. It's mainly for Discord. It's 15 down from 40. Okay. Quality's fine. If it dies early, then yeah, it's 15 bucks. Yeah, when I say like webcams under 20, it would always be those like, hey, it's some Chinese brand I never heard of before type of, you know. Not usually like, hey, it's the Logitech C190 or C90. I think that's the one I keep trying to think of. Secretly a ghoul or spectre. I don't want you to know. No, I can't. That's sort of my cover. It's like I stream. That's like how I'm hiding in plain sight, you know? Because they think not a famous public figure like the gaming lawyer couldn't possibly be a ghoul or a specter. No way. Skeleton? Although, I mean, don't tell anyone this, but there is a spooky skeleton that lives inside me and controls everything that I do. I only realized that recently. I saw it on Facebook. They're like, this thing lives inside you and controls everything you do. There's like a skeleton with all these weird nerve tendrils going everywhere. It was really unnerving. It's Matus out here. Yeah, it is Sunday. We're 4 minutes into Sunday, Matus. What are you doing up, man? I guess you're usually up for the end of my streams, though. If you're a ghoul, then beware of elves. They're immune to paralysis of your claws. Oh my goodness. That's true. I mean, just to say, if I am a ghoul, I'm not a violent ghoul. I don't go after people and try to paralyze them. Unless they ask for it. Which, you know, this day and age, it doesn't come up that often. It's sort of like duels. Duels don't happen anymore. So, and ghouls don't need to paralyze. These days, it's pretty rare that ghouls paralyze people or attack people. They just mostly stay chill. Yeah. Alright, well now that I figured out where my icon is, surprisingly I didn't expect I was going to be talking for 20 minutes. I was saying before you came in, Nick, and Matus, you know, whoever else is a good gamer. HAWKTOBER is really creepy. Hope it wasn't made by Hamas. It's an interesting thing to be afraid of. A dual ghoul. Yes, how did you know? Oh, but I was like, how did I do so many streams last year? I did 12 streams in October. And part of it was they were lazy ass streams. I didn't do the wheel every time. I didn't do all the hype that I put in, energy and hype. And then I was like, oh, well, then I can maybe do a stream even though it's late. And I might run out of batteries after 45 minutes. It is way too late for me, Brad. I started the stream, well, now 20 minutes ago. And there we go. Now it's after midnight. Hey, everyone. Just kidding. I took a bunch of naps. I was going to stream earlier tonight, and I fell asleep in my comfy couch at like 7:30. And I took mostly napped for almost 3 hours. So then I got up and I was like, all right. gonna do is I want to play some Dead Space. I think I'm gonna play Yeah, I'm definitely playing Dead Space because that's what the stream says I'm gonna play. I briefly got tempted to play an indie zombie game called Surround Dead that I'm sure, Brad, you would have hated. But it's like, it's really hot right now. Any of you guys heard of Surround Dead? Oh, no, you're gonna take Anya out. I figured maybe Brad was having real life. It's like, why isn't Brad here? He should be awake. It's like probably in the middle of the afternoon on Sunday. He's having real life. You'll do your best to stay awake. Get a partner and be a dual ghoul. How do you know that Amanda isn't also a dual ghoul? Sure, I feel like there was a typo in there. Sure, Rome dead. I'm suspecting typo. Or I'm not up with the lingo. I'm thinking EV23 is probably asleep. That's my guess. Because I started my stream at like 11:45 at night. And you know, the reason she's first in chat is because she roughly, well, you know what? She shows up too when I stream at random times too. But I think when she knows I'm gonna stream, like I really do think she like hovers over like, I don't know how she does it. I feel like she might refresh, like she might literally sit there and have her phone or something and just like refresh my page over and over again until the stream starts. So she could be first. I don't know this for sure, but I have my suspicions. No evil, who knows? Maybe she'll show up, but my guess is for like a large number of people that normally come in here, you know how all those people, the thousands that show up, Evie would fall in the category where if I start streaming at midnight and if I was already streaming, she'd still be here. But she's usually getting really sleepy towards the end of my streams. So it doesn't surprise me too much that she would not be awake, like, unless I was already streaming earlier. She's gonna be very angry and she'll never calm down again? Or does she think she's gonna be like just unruly, spastic from now on, just permanently? It could be. The Survivalist. I feel like I did check that out at one point. I don't think I streamed it, but I know I like watched a few videos about it and I messed around with it a little bit. I think that was the one I played with a little bit. You know what I realized? Like, Steam doesn't tell you who gave you. You can't see who gave you gifts. And it always messes me up. Like this game, Dead Space, was a game that Evie got me last Christmas. And I couldn't, and so I actually went and looked through Steam and did like a Google search today to see if I could find, like, it would make sense. Steam gives you a list of every gift you've given to anyone else. But it doesn't give you a list of gifts that you've received from people. Like, that's insane. Why not? That would be such an easy thing to include. And it's so, I always feel like such an asshole when I'm like, hey, I'm playing this game right now. And one of y'all, I think, got it for me as a present. I know a couple times I got the wrong person. I was like, yeah, talking about a game. It's like, Ali got me that game. And then Evie's like, I got you that game for your birthday last year. And I'm like, oh, I'm an asshole. It would still be in the email. It's a little harder to track down, but yeah, that was like when I Googled, they said that's the way to do it. Is just look by email. And then I actually tried that and I saw, maybe if I made the window wider, I wasn't seeing like what game. I just was saying you've received a gift from, and then I would click it, open it, it would say what the gift was and from who. But But yeah, you definitely can search your email. That works. But you know, I mean, Steam's been around 20 years, right? Why wouldn't they have that function? It seems like such a basic thing. Like, I mean, I'm more interested in knowing who gave me the gifts than who I gave gifts to. Because it's not gonna, it's sort of like, I'm not gonna be all like, hey, let's see who I give gifts to. And I'll be like, hey, Nick, I gave you that game 2 years ago. And like rubbing it in everyone's face. Like, that's just kind of pompous, right? Like, you're not gonna go over a list of all the gifts you gave and then remind people that you gave them gifts. Just sort of proactively. But if you're gonna play a game and you got it as a gift, it would be nice to make it super easy for you to be like, okay, who gave me this game, so I can make sure I thank them. I guess, yeah, it's tracking what you spend money on. That probably makes sense, but still, it still seems like something that would be pretty easy for them to implement. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's, you know, whatever. Or maybe there's some reason I'm not thinking of why they don't do it. I don't know. You missed opportunity. Missed opportunity and also get badges for gifting games would be cool. Yeah, that would be cool. Alright.
45 seconds of
But yeah,
gameplay.
it's gonna be no frills stream. I talked longer than I planned to already. I remember last year the reason I did so many is because I just was like, I want to play this game and I'm just gonna hit stream and play the game. And the game is okay. Here we go. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm pretty excited. I'm getting my new gaming PC. It's supposed to come on Tuesday. I could have paid like $90 to have it speed delivered, and it would have came yesterday. And I almost was tempted, but I'm like, nope. Looking forward to playing games on max settings. I haven't been able to do that in a while. All right. Continue. You know what? I agree that you're right. Wait, I think I'm going to increase the movement sensitivity. I think the reason that it starts to feel like in some part of my brain starts to like be tempted is because I'm like, well, I'm already spending $1,900. What's an extra $85? If you like, I think I may have paid for expedited shipping on my last the PC I've been playing because I was just so eager to get it. But I think that might have been a significant difference in time. Like, this is the difference between Friday and Tuesday. But you know, it would have been nice because I've got this weekend is all free. And oh, mouse sensitivity. Okay. Interesting. Remember I was having all that trouble last time with the controls because it was trying to make it be a keyboard. It was trying to make it use controller, like Xbox controller things. I don't know, it's a weird problem I was having. And so I set the turn speed, but it was like, I think I did camera, it was camera speed instead. And now that's not, oh, that's been fixed. Anyways. But I agree, Nick. That would have been like kind of a dumb thing to do. Oh, right. Okay. I think I wanted to come in here. Oh, the poker night thing. Okay. I think I didn't get... I quit the game after I picked all this stuff up, but then... The data board. We'll get back to the data board. I was just about to do the upgrade bench when I was like, I'm tired. I'm going to bed now. Take the money and buy an actual new game you've been eyeing, but never buy it. That's a good point. Now the thing is that's one of the things I'm probably gonna do over the next few days is come up with a list of games that I want to. There are a few games that I bought and I just simply haven't been able to play because they crash. Like I can't get them to run on my PC. And then, so I may have plenty already, and also just to see certain games that ran like crap or that I had to run on low settings to be able to play them on high settings again. And just certain things like to see Cyberpunk 2077 with like all the shit turned up and running well for the first time. I mean, the game actually, if you know, so you have it on moderate settings, it's at this point pretty decently optimized after they've, you know, done a lot of work on it. But still, there's some games where just like I've never seen what it looks like at like some of the top settings, and that's kind of like stream. You think I should stream Cyberpunk? What if it's HAWKTOBER though? You don't think I'll get shit for because it's not scary? I also want to play. I've been playing Oblivion Remaster, but I've had to play it on like real medium settings, with certain other things like manually turned further down, like shadows. And I'm real curious because that's a game I'm actively playing right now. I'd love to see what that looks like. Like with higher settings. Oh yeah, cyberpsychosis is scary. That's right. Reload time. I have one node. I can increase my health. Increase my oxygen. Stasis duration. Grab range. I feel like health is a big one. Damage is a big one. And capacity is a big one. Reload time could be a thing too. Damage. How much capacity? No adjacent node. Oh, I didn't even realize. Oh, so you have to start here. All right, what about the other one? What does that look like? You have to start with health, which is fine. That's good. What do you think? Health or damage? They're both important. I think I'm going to start with damage. Cyberpunk has some body horror aspects to it. I guess that's true. Like having shit implanted in you and all that stuff. Damage. All right. It just so happened. There we go. I did damage. It's gone up like 10%. You know, it's not exactly life-changing, but it's a start. It all adds up in the end, right? All right, that was my one upgrade node that I had. It just occurred to me, is there a field of view situation? Probably not for a game like this. They like it to be claustrophobic. All right, I don't need field of view is fine. All right. Did I actually get into Cyberpunk? Yes. I don't know if it was last year or in 2023, but I got the expansion. I got way into it. Like I played that game for a few weeks straight. I was super into it. I don't remember exactly. I mean, probably derailed me as something else caught my eye that I wanted to play, and then whatever. But I was really enjoying it. I felt like I was kind of far into it too.
Isaac, we can't stay here much longer. Hearing a lot of movement.
I'm halfway done. Found a data board. Just gotta move the tram.
Okay, Daniels, watch that door.
You have the original Cyberpunk box set from 1990? Oh my god. I had a cyberpunk video game from the 90s. It's a lot different than the one. It was like a top-down, I think, like action shooter thing. Oh my god. What? Now I know he's almost certainly gone. I know they're coming. Yep, he didn't have his dead thing up yet. He was coming back. He was coming back for sure. I hear stuff happening. I'm just gonna stay here. This is like a slightly defensible spot with a little bit of light. Date on the version was Cyberpunk 2020, 5 years ago. Oh. I don't think I ever played the original RPG Cyberpunk. I hear footsteps. No, I don't. Alright, that's fine. I'm going this way, though, right? Yes. Go this way. Really fast. Oh! I almost fell for that shit. I saw it laying on the ground and I was like, oh, is that one that I killed earlier? And who knows, maybe it was, but... Alright, get the hell out of here. I know this happened last time, but this game's volume is lower than a lot of my other stuff on my desktop. I turned up the desktop volume last time. Is the game volume high enough? I know the sound in my headset's not quite high enough, so I turned up my own volume a little bit. Right, you can change the orientation, like, yeah. As I play, I may, in the heat of the moment, not do that when I should, because that's just how I am when I play games like this. I'll be like, oh yeah, I know I can do that, and then 5 seconds later, I'm like not doing it. And you're like, why is he shooting it that way? And it's because all rational thought has left my head. I like this. I like this because I feel like I can get... Oh, you fucker. I feel like I get their limbs more easily from this angle, so I tend to use this angle. It's sort of my default angle. I could stream Fallout 4. That was the other thing I was thinking about too. Like, one reason I haven't played my older Bethesda game, or almost any Bethesda games except for Oblivion Remaster, is because I modded them heavily, and then at a certain point, Nexus mods, the Nexus app, redid like their staging, whatever. There's something that they redid about how they do mods, and they're like, we're doing it this way now. Would you like to update your whatever folders for mods? And I was like, yes. And then they never fucking worked again. And then I did some troubleshooting and I got frustrated. So, and ended up not doing it. But I was actually watching a like modded Skyrim video earlier of like things that people do to Skyrim with top end hardware, and I was like, oh shit. It is true. Yeah, I could have scary Fallout 7. Have you played it, Matus? I did actually play it a little bit last year. I know it launched worth shit, but it doesn't stand up against mainline games, but it actually is not. It's not awful, taken on its own. If you're gonna compare it to like Fallout New Vegas or Fallout 4, then it's not as good. But if you're gonna take it as just its own game, it's not bad at this point, I don't think. Oh, I'm in this room. This is where I was before. Didn't I have the data board? There's a guy that throws his VODs on YouTube that you watch frequently. Juve. I think I've seen that name. Has a lot of challenge runs in Skyrims and some Fallout 4. Okay. I'm not doing any challenge runs.
Error. Damaged tram on track. Contact maintenance immediately.
But that could be cool to watch videos like that. Additional repairs required. So probably whatever's happening on the track involves some sort of terrible, horrible, mutilated, terrifying monster. That's just my guess. Makes good background sleep content. Yeah, I could see that. I mean, it's funny. I've never really looked at that stuff. The only real kind of like challenge things that I've looked at have been Project Zomboid, like content. But I don't know why I haven't looked at other stuff. I mean, now that you're talking about it, I'm like, yeah, I probably would like that, and I've never sought it out. Maybe that's why. Sometimes if you never look for something, YouTube never ends up feeding it to you. They feed you every step and say, fuck you. Where'd that come from? Oh! What? No. What is this? I need a security clearance. Replace the damaged tram? Like the whole tram? Maybe I wasn't paying enough attention to the, Oh, I don't like it. It's dark over here. Alright, those aren't footsteps. That's some sort of machine. It's that door. Okay, it was that door I saw a minute ago and already forgot about because I'm scared. Oh, this is where I use the stasis thing, huh? Now I remember this a little bit. Stasis module. Hold aim and C to use stasis. Okay. And, you know, first... Ow! I still managed to hurt myself. Alright, that's fine. The door is Big Mad. That's true. I didn't need that. Right. You can send a bid or two. Yeah, that'd be cool. I feel like intact air vents are almost always going to have monsters bursting out of them. Ah! Stasis pack. Recharge the stasis module at recharge stations or by using stasis packs in the inventory. Use stasis pack. Okay. Had to duck away. Speaking to your landlord. Okay, that's fair. That's acceptable. I forgive you, Evie. Or Ava. Sorry. If you forgive me for calling you Evie, I'll forgive you for talking to your landlord. Deal? Are my Twitter checkers still? Discord? I tend to do Discord, but I think if you send me something on Twitter, I still get notices. I just don't go on Twitter, really. But... Alright. I don't proactively spend any time on Twitter. Nothing to forgive. Evie is the best. Well, she's the best Evie. That's what I've always maintained. Ooh! What the actual F-U-C-K? Oh! Oh, why is it making that noise? All right, did I just miss something awful? You don't do Twitter either. It's become a cesspool. Yeah. And not to get political, but ever since You Know Who took it over, it's like all it does is send me incendiary shit. Like I'm almost thinking of quitting because I just like in my social media in general, I tend to just avoid people talking politics. Like even if it's whether I agree with it or not, like people that are pissed off, like that are just trying to like get everyone like let's fight and whatever. It's like I don't want to look at that shit. And it seems like all that Twitter does now is feed me a steady flow of notifications of people saying like clickbait, like rage bait shit. The Musk stick? Well, I wasn't gonna say anything. Yeah, Brad says get political. I thought you were walking the dog. I guess you came back, Brad. But yeah, I have not been enjoying. I've not been enjoying the new Twitter. Well, it's not X or whatever the fuck it is at this point. It's not Twitter.
Message retrieved.
Vents into engineering. You got a stasis module handy? We need one in tram maintenance stat. The autoloader's fried. I got a damaged tram car on the tracks, and if the whole system's gridlocked, guess who they're calling?
Temple here, sending a stasis module now. What happened to the autoloader?
No idea. A lot of shit's been breaking down. I keep hearing things. Down in the gears where no one could be. You know?
I know.
But yeah, I mean, and Twitter was a place before where people would go with their hot takes, and it was a place where people went to go fucking have it out and talk bullshit and everything else. But it seems like, and the ownership, I'm sure, you know, the people that ran it were, you know, it helped engagement. So they're kind of like, they were sort of, I would say passively, but not necessarily. I mean, passively either. They had algorithms that sort of encouraged that sort of thing to happen. But now it just seems like it's an overdrive. Like it's intentionally like programmed and also to push particular political positions as well. Like it's sort of like all the shit that I get is stuff that specifically like is like salt in my face. That's not a term, but you know, whatever. You know how you rub salt in your face? You know that old saying? Still Twitter. X sounds dumb as hell. It's 90s hard. Yeah. Be to all of Avatar. Plus extended areas. Oh, the Avatar from Ubisoft? Is that what we're talking about? I was wondering about that, if that game was any good, because I talked about this before. I think last week that, and I know Brad's gonna get mad. I'm bringing it up again, but Star Wars Outlaws was a game that I really enjoyed, and I think Ubisoft is at a point in its life cycle where people just are gonna shit all over their games no matter what they make, because it's, you know, they have a particular style of game, and yeah, they do lean into like a certain style, you know, whatever. But if you like it, if you like that style of game, that can be good games. I thought you got irritated because it was one of those things that you feel like I've brought up too many times. Rad. Open shutters to repair. Well, you know that that's going to be opening shutters to a bunch of fucking monsters to come in here. Rebranding needs to have a justification. Didn't he name his second child X? I mean, I don't know. It just seems like it's an Elon thing. You loved it, just like you loved Horizon. Horizon Zero Dawn. Is that what you mean? Or what was the next one? It's Horizon Forbidden West. I have the first one. I played it a little bit. It was good. But I do get tired of the open world formula. I don't think it's bad, but if I'm in the right mood for it and the right game comes, it's like I had so much fun because I wanted to play a Star Wars game, and Star Wars Outlaws like felt super duper Star Wars. I just loved it. Loved the experience of being in it. Do I bring up working for security Intel that often as well?
Systems online. Loading system reinitialized.
All right, where's all the fucking monsters?
Warning. Autoloader malfunction. Please
Warning.
contact a repair technician.
1 million monsters. You dropped it in the middle. I probably only put in maybe 5 hours into it, but I thought it was a good game. I just was like, and it was also a little hard. Like I wasn't good at it either. Like I remember feeling like it was hard, which is a me problem, right? It's not the game's fault. Claw disengaged. Of course, because you can't engage a claw. Because engaging a claw necessarily means monsters coming out of the vents. It has to. It must. There's no way. So what happened? Okay. It just doesn't.
Disengaged.
It just doesn't stay.
Any luck moving that tram car?
The autoloader's busted, but stasis should do the trick. Just gotta time it.
Great. But hurry. Okay? Sound carries down here.
Oh yeah, of course. You may notice what I'm doing now does not really involve skill.
Left loader claw engaged. Right loader claw engaged. Replacing damaged tram car. Please stand by.
All right. Hey, look, I stayed quiet for a goddamn minute and got something done. Of course. Because you can't get the tram car down without monsters coming out, right? Here, just finish it off. And they do make a nice, satisfying, squishy sound. You're correct. I agree with that assessment. Assessment. I could use a stasis recharge. So that's locked. And I'm not going to worry about that right now.
Tram replacement complete.
Of course.
You got it. The tram was jamming the whole system.
I'm heading back to tram control. Should be able to call you a ride to the bridge.
Good. Just hurry. I keep
Exactly.
hearing noises right under our feet.
Of course you hear noises under your feet. It's all the things on their way through the vents to come kill me. They pop out of every vent every 5 seconds. Anytime I push a button, they pop out of one pops out of a vent. Sometimes two. Usually in a dark area that I can't see. I see you! I see you up there! bitch. I saw you up there. Alright, I'm gonna look through whatever else is in here. The bathroom? Sure. Something about inside the vents? Yeah, I know. I'm just coming in here because bathrooms always have both surprise treasures. Shot him in the crotch. Everything is under control. Surprise treasures. And usually also some surprise poopy pants. Surprise! You got poop in your pants. How did that happen? I don't know. Maybe I was startled for a brief moment. There you go. Shot in the crotch. There's something in the toilet stall? Okay, let me go back. I mean, I'm gonna recheck. Oh. Okay, there was no toilet stall there. Maybe on the other side. This is lockers and showers and shit. But... did I get it? Alright. If there's something I missed somewhere, then I missed it. I'm ever since I started making YouTube content, especially I noticed this when I first started, when I used to do VODs, because I used to watch my VODs afterwards. And I was constantly missing stuff. Like stuff that was super obvious. At a certain point, I just decided I just gotta let myself. I just have to forgive myself. And acknowledge that when I'm doing commentary while talking, and even more so while I'm doing interacting with the chat, I'm going to play at a low level of competency. Not that I'm an elite gamer when I'm playing alone, but you know, I'm at least 50% better. Doing 3 things at a time, that's right. Oh yeah, I have to, I do need to go back that way, yeah, that's right. Okay. Let's recharge, let's reload. Because I think nothing attacked me in here before, but I'll bet you all the things are gonna attack me down here right now. Yep, there they are. They're started. Alright, that I still can't get into. Security clearance 1. You go ahead and name the next one Alejandro. Alright, call the tram. Wait, is there a save station? I should use a save station first. Just in case something. I feel like I just saved like 5 seconds ago, but still, you know.
Maintenance complete. Calling tram.
It's clear.
Now arriving at flight deck tram control.
Hey, look at that. I bet they're gonna get in the tram and it's just gonna be filled of fucking monsters. There's save points for no reason. Well, at least here, this is sort of like a hub, almost.
We're on board. Something hit the roof, but it seems operational.
Quarantine lockdown's lifted, so you can get to the hangar. Comms are still down though, so be ready for anything.
What's the plan?
You and Johnston fix up the Kellyan. We report to the bridge. Standard emergency protocol.
What protocol? Hammond, people are dying here.
And I'm not losing anyone else. We stick to procedure. We'll get through this.
We'll see.
Uh-oh. Sounds like insubordination to me. You know I'm all about procedures. Alright, what's this? Missions. Here we go. Vector track. Go back that way, huh? But how come I didn't... Oh. I was like, how come I can't get on the tram, but I'm on the other side of the tracks? How come they left without me? My little feelers are hurt now. I was on the wrong side of the tracks. Story of my life. Hey! Alright. I didn't know if he was there before, but a nice shot to the crotch solves a lot of problems. A proactive shot to the crotch saves me from at least 10% of my unexpected poopy pads. What is this? Is that another save station?
Security request retrieved.
It didn't die. We shot that fucker right between the eyes and it didn't die. Smith had to shoot its fucking arms and legs off. For God's sake, send help!
That's not bad. Ah, a little bit of water. Here we go. Look. Yeah, I already looked down here, I think. Yeah, there's nothing. What? Oh. Something's gonna come out of there? I know something's gonna come out of there. I don't know what that was. That's probably just like garbage on the floor, but it looked like it might have been a thing that was gonna get up. It's Alejandro, and he's pissed. He has two. And you were. Hey, this one. Ah! Nope. Actually was dead. Still gonna stomp on it. There we go. Double tap, baby. Was there an upgrade thing over here? I know this is where I first got my gun. Okay, no. This looks like it should be like an upgrade station. Because I got one more. Oh, I didn't even check. No, the place where I did the upgrade was out of the way. I was like, hey, I got one more of those upgrade things. I'll just wait till I find the next one. No loose panels inside the elevator where something is gonna pop out and start chewing on me. Oh no. You see that guy? Why is this place gotta be so dark? Could I have gone back and turned the lights on? Is that why it's so dark? Yeah, I am like really fucking this up. He was gonna totally get up again. Supply room? Yes, please. Vent. All right. Maybe someone will be there in a minute, but not now. See, this totally looks like this is just a desk, but I'm like, ooh, upgrade desk? No, just desk. Oh, another upgrade node. I definitely want to find one now. See, look at, there's a table, there's a bookshelves with books in it. I bet you this could have been a nice little cozy place to work until it turned into like hell. Get some better lighting in here. I bet this would be, clean it up. This probably be like a cool little gaming room or something. Right now it just looks terrible. Ah! It's not good for the airflow, but I'm killing all these fucking fans. Because I expect there to be assholes sitting behind them every time. Alright, we're there! Where'd you come from? Alright, it was still making the scary music like more was coming. Alright. Let's get the hell out of here. I definitely want to find myself a light switch. It is very dark, and I don't like it. Oh, is this the first room that I was in? Huh. Return to the... Okay, so I'm going back to the ship. That's right. That's why. I was like, wait, I'm in that first room. I was like, yeah, I'm going back to the ship.
Isaac, we made it to the bridge. There's no survivors. Daniels is trying to get into the command computer.
Well, surprise, surprise. No survivors, huh? Disclaimer, this article is sponsored by CEC's Print Publishing Division. Okay, so this will be a commercial. Alright, it's just all a thing about how this ship was like the big savior invention that was going to go into space and get the resources that world needed to fix itself. Alright, that's the TLDR, and I didn't DR. Or I did DR. I didn't read. This thing's one-shot you for how slow... What? Do these things one-shot you for how slow they are? I don't think so. I think I'm just being extra vigilant and catching them before they get close. Okay, let's save. Let's reload before I save. Nick, have you played this game, like the original? Or is this like a new thing for you? It's kind of weird because this game came out originally in 2008. And to me, 2008 doesn't seem that long ago. But for a lot of people, it's like they were like kids. They wouldn't have been playing games like this in 2008. I don't think you were like a kid, but still. 2008 was a long time ago for some people. They may not have been in the games or whatever. I'm like, never played the original one? Okay, there's our ship that we crash landed in here. At least they got the lights on in here. Oh. The crew member that got to stay in the ship the whole time. I'd take that job. Of course, I would have closed the fucking door as soon as... Are there monsters in here? I thought I just heard a monster. Oh, we did close the door behind me. Okay, good deal. That's what he looks like. You don't get to see his face that often.
Is that good? Haley, I need you to listen.
The Ishimura's overrun with... They're fucking monsters. You didn't hear anything?
What? No, the comms are still out. Isaac...
We need the Killian fixed now. Got a damage report?
Yeah, it's there.
Oh god. This is the Marine Corps.
American Corps. Evacuating regional sector.
Go!
Oh, that didn't look good. Oh, whoops. That's going to be one hell of a diagnostic now. That one was a runner. Oh, I see you
Isaac, what's happening down there?
Johnson's gone. The Killian too. The Singularity Core overloaded.
No!
Killian was our only way home. We're trapped.
No! I'm not losing two good people for nothing. What about the command computer?
It's a brick. All the primary systems are locked down with the captain's codes.
So we find Captain Matthias, track his rig.
Alright, yeah, things went from bad to worse. Our ship is damaged.
Here. Captain Benjamin Matthias.
A lot.
Location medical. Status deceased?
Even the captain? God.
Isaac, you're closer to medical. You can double back and cut through maintenance. Find the captain's body and get his rig. With his codes, we... What was that?
Oh boy.
Chen?
Okay, Hammond, run!
Shit.
Get to the medical deck. The Kellian's destroyed. Oh, I was just trying to refer to it as heavily damaged, but destroyed is an accurate assessment. Couldn't save Johnston. God only knows where Hammond and Daniels are. Hammond's last message said to find the captain's rig on the medical deck. You're a player character. Do all the work and we'll hang back. That's about right. That one was Pedro. They'll have Spanish names. That's interesting. It's a Japanese ship with a bunch of Spanish zombies. It's very culturally diverse. Just watch the video. We're talking about how great this ship is. Yep. Not anymore. Sorry. Your ship is toast. Alright. Wait, why is this room all dark now? This room was light before. Oh. Okay, there we go. I was gonna say. Definitely thought that meant it was gonna be suddenly full of monsters. Can I bust the screens up? No. I was just curious. I would have been sad because those screens are like the only things in this whole ship that look like they're working correctly. You don't know Japanese games names. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. And this was on... That was not available before. Oh, another bathroom. That's good. Just another opportunity to have a poop. All right, I heard that. I hear you. Okay. Okay, see, that one did hit me. I got a little bit hurt there. I forget what button I used to heal. There's the stasis pack. I'm assuming there's a med pack button. Oh, med pack F. All right. Occupado. Yep, once again, I didn't get a chance to use the toilet because I'd already shit myself. These bathrooms are very inconvenient. They're laid out in such a way that you shit yourself before you get to the toilet. Getting a little weird at 1 in the morning. No doors in the stalls. Rude. Yeah. Oh, that's what happened? Like, everything would have been fine except he was offended that I walked in on him. Wait a minute. Am I going the wrong way? I am going the wrong way. I was like, I just came from there, didn't I? Going to the flight deck, huh? Alright. In my mind, the ship was much more well lit than it is. I was remembering it. I don't remember it being so dark. Yeah. This would be a good time for an upgrade. Say, oh, there's a store over there. Okay, we'll be checking that in a minute. All right. I know these look like mostly humans, but still, you never know what kind of bullshit's gonna come out of a human stomach. Speaking of which, I've been slowly but surely watching episodes of Alien Earth. I think I've watched the first 4 episodes now. And I'm still enjoying it. Speaking of things coming out of people's bellies. What is this stuff? Scan rig. Unlock workstation. They're trying to save on the electricity bill. Alright, that makes sense. I guess I can forgive them for that. Welcome to the store! It's a one-stop shop to purchase, sell, and store items for later. In the store, items can be purchased with credits. Bring schematics to the store to gain access to new items. I don't think I've found any schematics yet. From the inventory, sell currently held items or place them in storage. Oh, that's neat. Need to get around to Alien Earth. Oh, you're not Hulu at the moment. That's fair. Yeah, there are a few things that I cycle through different subscriptions. So I think with our cable here, I need to remember to do that. They gave us I think a year of Peacock. Maybe activate that. There's some good like stuff on Peacock, like all the Office and stuff. They yanked all that stuff off the other platforms. It's only on Peacock now. And Paramount Plus, that's another one that I don't have right now. But like, they used to have Star Trek the original series and all the different series, like on Netflix and other platforms. And now it's like, if you want to watch any of that shit, they yanked it. It's only on Paramount. So. Alright, so from the inventory, sell, currently held on, place in storage, when the inventory is full, place items in storage to retrieve or sell later. Storage system can be accessed via any store. Okay. Suit level 2. How much money do I have? I've got 10,000. Exactly 10,000. You want to watch Parks and Rec again, but they pulled it off Netflix. Yeah, it's another one where they did that too. And I'm kind of curious to see what's it called? Paper? The Paper? The new spin-off series? Even though I've seen people being pissed at saying like it's terrible. Well, I shouldn't say that, but I've seen videos complaining about it, just like videos complain about everything new. But I think I heard other sources say that it's not bad. Gonna go cook yourself some steak, mushrooms, spinach, and tomato. Cool, that sounds good. You need to eat before you fall asleep on the couch. That's fair. Have fun and see you next time. Watch out for, who else could it be? Juan? That's a Spanish name. Watch out for the Juan while you're cooking, Ava. In case there's any zombies in your house with Spanish names. Increases your inventory to 18, provides 5% armor. Okay, what does this do? A med pack? I don't have any med pack? Oh, small med packs. Jose, okay, there you go. Yeah, there's a new one. There's a new series called The Paper. I think it has the guy that played Oscar in it, but aside from that, it's like completely new. But it's supposed to be like the same documentary crew that's gone to, I think it's like a newspaper type thing. Some sort of journalistic enterprise. Ammunition for plasma cutter? Oh, they're plasma bolts. Okay. I think I've got a few of those. And what is this one? A power node. Oh, a power node upgrade, huh? Alright, well, you know, I think if I had to choose, the first thing I'm going to do is get, upgrade my actual suit, because that's pretty sweet. That's significant. Ooh. Am I going to get a visual upgrade too? I think I do. I think I remember that. Every time he upgrades the suit, he comes out of a little thing and he looks even more badass. Oh, yeah. He's like gold-plated now. Upgrade! Or maybe that's copper. Probably copper. Alright, well, let me see. Is there stuff that I can sell? Plasma cutter. Not going to sell that. I've got... Nope, nothing to sell. Nothing that I'm going to sell. This is ammo. You want them to play Metroid music? Oh, yeah. It's been a while. Is that the one that goes... Dee, dee, dee? No, that's when... Dee, 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 dee. That's when you first load the game. I can't remember what the upgrade music is. Unless that was the upgrade music. I won't lie. It's been 15 years since I played a Metroid game. So, it's a little hazy. It's deep in the annals of history, as one would say. But I still remember when it would go dee, 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 dee. I like that. Probably sounds cooler. Can I fall off the edge if I want to? No. I'm curious. Is this where that door was? Oh, this is the other side of where that door was before. Okay. Is this where the tram picked up my friends? Vid Girl? Talons of Justice! Oh my god, how you doing? Well, that was a blast from the past right there. Are you still streaming? I know there's people that like, I'll be like, I haven't seen that person for like 4 years. They're like, I've still been streaming 3 times a week. It's like, oh. Guess now I feel bad. I don't keep track of people. I just passively like just keep streaming once a week, and then occasionally people find me. Once in a while I find other people. And yeah, you're still streaming, but you're on Twitch. Okay, that would explain it. I do have a Twitch account, and occasionally I pop on Twitch, but not. Now I might even be. Maybe I found you on Twitch at a certain point. I don't know. I know there are people that moved over there, and as I find them, I what is it called over there? Subscriptions are the paid one. What is just join? I forget what it's called. When you're just like a follower, is that it? Oh, those fangled. Oh wait, here's repair band. All those terminologies at the Twitch, so different. Follows. Okay, that's right. Suit level 2 upgrade graph extended. But yeah, I'm doing I still just stream on Thursdays, but it's HAWKTOBER. During HAWKTOBER. You never know when I'm gonna stream. Wait, I'm trying to do my scary laugh. That was not it. Okay, that was a little bit better. A little bit better. It's also really late, so I'm not on my top form right now. Call! There you go. Increase capacity? I do like capacity. Or upgrade the old health. Want health or capacity? I think like the problem I have more often is running out of ammo. So I have 10 now. It's probably gonna change it to 12, I'll bet you. Oh, just one more? Oh, that's non-exciting. All right. Well, I have one more node thing, so I'm going to actually upgrade my health. I'm assuming that's going to go from 100 to 110. Every now and then you see a video post from me, but you never catch me live. Yeah. No, it's good to see you too. You're someone I've known from the very beginning, like 2016. Through Game Dojo. I think it was Game Dojo, right? You were well, in one way or another, almost most of the people I know are through either Game Dojo or through Kang Gaming. So but you've been streaming since back then too. Like you've been a streamer I think the whole time I've known you, haven't you? Oh, 125. Wow, look at that. I thought I was going to go from 100 to 110. Yeah, I still... Does he bounces back and forth? Does he stream on YouTube now? I think he still does, like, he was exclusive on Twitch, and then he does both. Kang Gaming, I think, is stopped, right? Like, he quit to do family and... Or maybe, I don't know. I know he, at least for a little while, he quit. But yeah, Game Dojo, I still see him on sometimes. Kang Gaming is on Twitch? Alright, for some reason I thought he, like, officially quit at a certain point. Maybe he did and he came back. Or maybe I'm just thinking about one of the times that he switched platforms. Dojo does both, okay. Alright. I can't believe I did an upgrade node for capacity and it went from 10 to 11. That felt very disappointing. Dojo has some good tunes. Yeah, he does his own music, right? Like he'll like sort of riff live, right? I like his setup. Well, it's been a while since I've watched him regularly, but he has like the multi-camera setup and like his whole like game streaming studio area just is like looks really cool. There's a guy that like did some really he really has like a professional touch in the way he does his streams. Yeah. Oh wow, you got a few on your playlist. I don't mean to brag, but I met him once in person. I don't know if I wouldn't say that we became the best friends and then we were like, you know, we hung out constantly. But I met him at VidCon 2017. And, yeah, he's cool. He's basically what you would expect him to be. He doesn't do live music much anymore, but he makes... Oh, so he like does like studio actual recordings. I thought it was just something he messed around with on stream, but he's like kind of serious about it. That's cool. I mean, I could tell he was good at it when I used to see it the few times that I saw him messing around with it on stream. All right, something's happening. Music is happening. All right, what is the... I missed the... I need to retrieve the captain's rig from the morgue. Nicole worked here on the medical deck. If there's any sign of her... Okay, so it's like my wife or my ex-girlfriend or whatever. Oh, kinetics. Okay, little telekinesis. Use it to move objects. Oh, aim and hold F. So if you just do F without aiming, it's a med kit. But if you're holding F, if you're holding right click, you use kinesis. You got the Chapter 2 title card, complete with intense music. Is that something to do with Game Dojo's music? I'm having a hard time connecting what you're saying to things in my brain. Well, it's telling me to do this, but why? Oh, maybe to move this? Do I use kinetics battery? I was confused by the sudden intense music and death. Oh, okay. You got the chapter. Okay, never mind. I read. Surprise, surprise. I read your sentence wrong. I got I and you confused. You and I. Us. You know. Oh, okay. Well, I feel like there's a puzzle to be uncovered here. There we go. Okay, what was that noise? The workstation. Okay, it's locked. Well, I think in the name of being able to go places. Yeah, that didn't even unlock anything real for me anyways. Spoopy. That's right, Keith. It is spoopy. It's very spoopy. Maybe too spoopy. Maybe literally. Alright, that needs a shot in the butt.
Don't let them out. Gotta hold the line. They all came back.
And I'll bet she's about... Oh, a pulse rifle. I feel like for the most part, the plasma cutter is the best weapon in the game. A new weapon's been added to your inventory. To use it, add it to the weapon wheel. Tab. All right. Well, I definitely have got this. Action. Go keys. Go item keys. Equip. There we go. Oh, I've got like barely any ammo for this thing either. But there's that. And there's that. Pulse rifle with a high rate of fire. All right, no, what was the other thing? I have a grenade? The thing went away before, like before the tooltips just stay up obnoxiously long. But this time I'm trying to read it and it went away. I can shoot grenades out of this thing? Alright, I'm gonna look. Probably that's not the sort of thing they're gonna tell me on here. Alt-fire is spacebar. Oh, okay, so let me see. If I go like this. There we go. Can I pick it back up again? Alright. Hey, to the safe station. Alright, let me switch back to my regular gun. Override lockdown? Nope, not yet. Alright, let me pick up all the stuff first. I have a feeling when I override the lockdown, bad things are going to happen. So let's do all the collecting stuff I can do. And then save the game once I've collected all the stuff. And let's do all that before the bad things happen. It said mines. Okay, yeah, I did something. I don't know if I have a separate mine thing. It looked like it was just one of the regular rounds being used as a proximity mine. I don't know. I don't know. It's all very confusing for me. And it's been so long since I played this game. It's not like I can remember any of the mechanics.
Station now accessible. Thank you for your patience.
Oh, you know there's gonna be some bullshit in there. Like just a bunch of bullshit riding from station to station. No? Where's the bullshit? I know it's gotta be in here somewhere. Alright. And as soon as I was about to say, I guess there's no bullshit in here. That's exactly when the bullshit will happen. So I'm not going to say that. It's still in here somewhere. I just got to be ready for it. We are going to medical, right? Yes. All right, now I need to figure out where the hell I am. We're in medical now. And I want to look on the medical deck. Why would I leave? Oops. That was the answer, as I was not supposed to leave. Okay, I can just go back to the original station, the original area if I want to. Flying death tuna. Flying death tuna can with holes for stabby hands fun. Yes, that's a pretty good assessment. Was the rig behind that? Was the rig behind that thing you could move? What? Was there something I can move here? Oh, I see what you're saying. For telekinesis, the consoles that you looked at a while ago. That was down here, right? Was the rig behind the things you could move? Well, let's see. This what could I move in a ways that I didn't move? That was already there. This I never moved, I don't think. Oh, look at that. I mean, I got a semiconductor. I think that's just something that I can sell. Is that what you meant? Behind that movable thing? I know there's this thing, but I can't do anything with this. Scan rig. I don't know what that means, scan rig. And I think I've moved everything in here all different ways that it can move. Scan rig is what you're referring to. Didn't know what that meant. It looks like there's something I should be able to do, which it will not let me do. I don't know why, but I'm probably gonna have to just... What was that sound? I feel like I should be able to do something here. But I can't. I don't think I can. If I can, I don't know what it is. You gotta fly in the death can? Maybe. That said Alien Isolation flashbacks. Alright, definitely gonna move these guys. Oh. Oh, nice. I forgot. You can, like, really launch these things at people. With that telekinesis, you can mess some shit up. Yeah, I'm definitely supposed to be going... Oh. I'm supposed to be going in that mess right there, apparently. Oh, fuck!
Isaac, have you heard from Daniels? We were attacked. She ran the other way.
No, nothing. Medical's a slaughterhouse. They barricaded access to the morgue.
The morgue?
Yeah. But the barricade was put together in a hurry. A hydrazine tank might blow it open. Just need a detonator, like maybe a shock pad. Nicole could be through there if...
Isaac, the one who attacked us. I swear to God it was Chen. But I saw him die. If they barricaded the morgue, maybe it was to keep something in.
Credits. Okay, here's a store. Objective, destroy the barricade. Find the tank, and then, what was the next part? What this say? Find a shock pad. Alright. There's a store. Let me just look around the room real quick, make sure I don't have, more money laying around that I should be picking up. There's a safe station. There's some more money. I don't know if it'll make a difference, but level 2 required. So, security clearance. What's your clearance, Clarence? Roger, Roger. What's your vector, Victor? You know. Hey, airplane. That reminds me, I still need to see the new Naked Gun movie. It's still more expensive than I want to pay for on streaming. I think it's on Paramount Plus, though. Maybe I need to sign up for Paramount Plus. Alright. Now that I've done all of that, I'll go to the store. Maybe they'll have one of those thingamabobs I need here at the store. Power node. You're curious to see it. Finally watched the news. Yeah, because we do have HBO. And I think that was the first, when we got our couch, it was the first movie my wife and I watched together. I thought I liked it. I thought it was good fun. Alright, so I need to go that way. I came from that way. What's this way, though? What's down the other door? Yeah, I need to get around to watching Peacemaker. That's something I watched the first episode or two, and I was kind of like, okay, I kind of like it, but it didn't, like, hook me. Oh, is this? It's another one of these stasis doors. Or is it the same one? You know what? I don't think I'm supposed to go this way yet, so I'm not going to go this way. But, because I'm not familiar with who's in... I'm not that familiar with Peacemaker, like, altogether who's in it. And when I saw, like, a preview for Season 2 of Peacemaker, and I saw that the Green Lantern, the same guy, was in it from the Superman movie, and I was like, oh shit. The Justice Gang. Everyone I know who's watched Peacemaker thinks it's amazing. Some of the problem might have been that I watched it with my wife. Dude. Alright, I'm just gonna preemptively do that because you're not okay. You're probably gonna try and kill me. I tried to watch it with my wife, and it was definitely not her speed. Without whisper something about DNA. That's weird. But yeah, it was definitely something she did not like it. So I think when and I was a little bit indifferent about it. I was a little bit like, yeah, it's okay, but I was a little bit take it or leave it. Based on the first couple episodes. Yeah, no, I could say with confidence from what I've seen, it's like, you know, I could tell that there were things to like about the show, and the things that are what people like about the show are exactly what she did. The sense of humor. She's just not into it. And if you don't think the humor is good, I think that's like, all right, maybe you just need to stop watching it because you're probably not going to like it. Because that's sort of like the thing that makes it what it is. All right. I don't like the thing that's inside that thing. What is that? Oh, I didn't notice the credits. Patient reception overload. Is this all just still medical? You haven't seen Peacemaker? I was gonna say Pacemaker. Yeah, and I've got some other friends that are I'm in a chat with the guys that my friends from high school, and they've all been talking about it because the second season just came out. One of them just finished, and the other one's like working their way through it, and they're like talking about how much they love it, and it's one of their favorite shows. I'm like, oh, just reminded me like, probably try it again. The spooky music sort of kept going a little bit. Okay, that's broken. This needs a circuit charge, and this probably goes right in there. There we go. But probably I can only have one thing active at a time. Before I do that, I want to look around at what I can already access. Before I change anything and cause terrible things to happen all over my face. Oh, wrong button. I do need to go up that lift. I think there's just an office where I can come in and get some cool shit. Alright! Oh. Oh, dude. Oh, dude! Alright. Alright. Everything's fine. Security clearance, too! I really need to get me this security clearance, too. This is really, it's really bringing me down, man. All these things I can't access because of security clearance too. Think you'll know from the get-go if the style of humor is right for you, same as Suicide Squad. She actually liked the Suicide Squad. We ended up watching like, there are two of them? We ended up watching two of them back to back. That's right, we watched the Suicide Squad in preparation for watching Peacemaker. And then we started watching Peacemaker and she wasn't into it. She did like the Suicide Squad movie, so. I don't think I've got any more upgrade nodes. I do have an upgrade node. Well, let's see. Air. You know what? I'm not that worried about that. I'm gonna go back to the plasma cutter. And I'm gonna change the reload time. Let's have a like well-balanced. I don't know if that was a huge difference. Like 0.12 seconds faster. And I'm actually starting to get a little bit tired now. You know this is horribly late for me. Even though I took naps, I'm still getting tired. I know I'm supposed to go the other way. I'm just trying to... Where was the damn... I just want to actually find the save station. But I don't want to backtrack a million miles to go find it. Okay, there's a room with no power. What's in there? Consultation room. Looks like a bunch of security level 2 treasure chests in there that are just gonna make me upset again. Alright. DC has mostly been a miss for you. You can't remember a movie that you said is great. Just good or okay. But to be honest, that's how I feel. I mean, I think I'm at a certain point. There's so many superhero movies that came out that I just like. I remember when the first Avengers came out and some of those early Iron Mans and stuff, and I was like, these are the greatest movies ever. And then they released like 30 more in like 5 years, and then I was like, These are all starting to blend together for me. But I like the DC ones, Justice Leagues and all that stuff. I thought they were good. But they just were like, I thought they were almost like on par with the Marvel stuff, but it was just like nothing stands out anymore because it's all very, it feels just very samey to me. It's very like, all right. Doors, elevators. Let's start with elevators. Because that door there is going to take me all sorts of places. Although, would it open up the door behind me? That door behind me looked like it was maybe a cool office. You know, I'm going to check that out. I want to see what doors it opens up. Oh. Is it the door back there? The one with the security level 2 treasure chests that I know are going to upset me? Well, at least this is not like a whole other area of the map. It's just an extra room. So this is worth checking out before I go up the elevator. Suicide Squad is the first DC movie that you like. And it was definitely a whole different, doing a whole different thing than the other ones. Say that it's superhero fatigue, but it's mostly just, I think you mean not very good writing. And at a certain point, it's like I'm not sure how to tell the difference. Whether, am I getting tired of the thing because they've just been doing it too much? Too much of a good thing, as they say? Or is the quality literally been getting
Patient
down?
log retrieved.
I hear the tests on patient Harris were inconclusive. Given the reports from the colony, he's lucky to have his faculties at all.
Well, a divine experience would leave an impression on anyone's mind.
Perhaps. But I saw nothing divine in all that blood. The suicides.
This is a revelation, Terrence. We just need more insight to translate it.
You think this insight can be found in Mr. Harris's psyche?
I'm positive. And with Captain Matthias barring any visits to Aegis 7, this fellow may be our best chance.
Harris is Dr. Brennan's patient. And your methods... Look, Mercer, things are complicated enough already. I can't sign off on this.
You'll do what's best, of course, but how long can we afford to wait?
That sounds bad. They did quantity instead of quality. I mean, that might be the thing. Like, really, no one that I watched where I was, like, specifically could point at anything and say, this is not well done. Of course, I'm not an expert on, like, being like, oh, I can tell when it's poorly written. I mean, obviously, sometimes you see something and you're like, that's a shitty movie. But that's shitty writing, shitty directing, shitty acting. I've never looked at any of the superhero movies I watched and really pointed at it and said, oh, this is... I mean, once in a while, well, frequently, you'll see things like, okay, that's not super realistic, or I don't know if that guy would do that, or whatever. Once in a while, that kind of shit happens. But there's so much suspension of disbelief that's necessary to watch a superhero movie anyway, that I'm pretty forgiving on those points. It's like, I'd be in the middle of a superhero movie and be like, what? That's not realistic! It's like, well, dude, they're flying around shooting lasers out of their eyes. Like, was that realistic? You were okay with that, but not this? It's a focus trying to build a web of movie products rather than making a good movie. Well, they are definitely building a web of movie products. I just am not sure if I'm just fatigued with the quantity, because you can build a web of movie products and they can be good. And you can still have a problem where you put out too much, because that's how I feel about Marvel. There's just too much. And I've never seen anything where I was like, oh, that wasn't good. Every one that I've seen, I've been like, I thought it was good. We've fallen behind on Marvel. Like, I haven't watched a new Marvel movie in 5 years. Or a show or anything, because I just like, some of my brain at a certain point was like, I'm done. I've watched enough of that. But I never looked at one particular Marvel movie and said, oh, they're getting really bad. I just had enough of it. that's comics come to life and how realistic is that. You know what? In the whole like Marvel universe, and of course they're doing that with everything, making cinematic universes for everything now. But if you think about it, that's what comic books do anyway, right? Like I collected comics when I was a kid, back in like the late 80s, early 90s, and that's all that comic books did. At least when I was doing comics, was there was the X-Men, but like then there was a spin-off X-Men, then there was the Wolverine, then there was like the Amazing Wolverine, and then there's whatever. Everything, it was constantly, there were crossovers and spin-offs, and it got to where I started collecting X-Men, and after about 5 years, I was spending like $40 a week just to buy all the comic books to keep track of the characters that I'd started reading about five years earlier, because all of a sudden I had all these like character arc lines and stories that I needed to follow. And so in some sense what they're doing with the cinematic universe is exactly what comic books have been doing for 50 years. You collect comics now? Yeah, I only collected comics for a few years, maybe like 5 years, when I was like a teenager. And it was like when I was actually working, I had a job. And I got to a point where I think the same sort of thing happened. I was, every week or every 2 weeks or wherever the cadence was, I had to buy so many comic books to keep up with the characters that I was following that I didn't have time to read them all, and I got a little burnt out on it. I was like, this is too much. It's a little bit how I feel about the Marvel Cinematic, even Star Wars. There's all this different Star Wars series I haven't watched. And I probably, you know me when it comes to Star Wars, it's like, I'm pretty forgiving. There's a lot of stuff people, oh, the new stuff is bullshit. It's like pretty much everything I've ever watched, even like the sequel trilogy and stuff. I'm like, okay, yeah, okay. I enjoyed that. That was good. I mean, it was fun. It was worth seeing. But I never thought I'd be like, oh, man, if you told my, like my 12-year-old self that there's going to come a time when there's just so much Star Wars content that you're just going to be tired of it, I'd be like, nah, bullshit. Problem with Marvel is that Disney owns them. Disney is like a shark that has to keep swimming or it'll die. If Disney has a cash cow, they'll milk it till they kill it. Well, that's what, again, I'm trying to figure out. Like, I agree with you that's, they are milking it. But that's what I'm trying to establish. Like, you can milk a thing and still do it well. And I don't know if they're doing it well, because honestly, I just got burnt out on it. So I can't speak to it. Maybe it is. If I was watching all this stuff at a certain point, I would have been like, this is shit. But it's also like trends in gaming. Sometimes I'll see a video that'll be like, why aren't games fun anymore? Games aren't fun anymore. And I'll start watching some of these videos and I'll be like, you know what? This is just what happens when you grow up. Right? So games don't, I'm 50 years old and gaming is still one of my main hobbies. But I'll say games don't feel the same way they did to me when I was 12. There was a different kind of excitement that I had about games when I was 12 than I do when I'm 50. And so I can objectively say that it doesn't feel the same anymore. And part of it is just from all the years of like playing so many games over so many years. I appreciate games for different reasons than I did 30, 40 years ago. There's a lot going on in chat. Let's see. There's 2 Marvel events going on now. One World Ender Doom and X-Men Age of Revelations. Are you talking about like in the cinematic universe, the big like story arcs that are happening right now? I couldn't tell you. Like I said, 5 years, 6 years, whatever it was. Age of Ultron, was that the last Avengers where everyone like disintegrated and then came back? Some of them? I don't know. I don't even remember the plot anymore. But when they beat the whole Thanos thing, that was the last. Like, I felt like a story arc came to an end, and then I kind of was like, all right, I'm done. I never decided I was done. That's just how I felt. Like nothing else. I felt no desire to watch anything else since then. Comics is sci-fi or fantasy, but they make little sense a lot of the time. They break their own rules. Yeah, like that was one thing in one of the Avengers movies that I kept getting stuck in my head, like that's not realistic. But it was where like the bad guys, what they were gonna do was lift a city off, like anti-grav, lift a city off of the earth and raise it 2 miles and then drop it. And they're like, it's gonna be like the meteorite that killed the dinosaurs, but 10 times bigger. And I'm like, no, that's not correct, because I know how orbital physics works, and I know like why those meteorites are so impactful. It's not because they just fell 2 miles. It's because they were shooting across at like stellar speeds, like the speeds at which things orbit the sun. If they cross paths with each other, they're going, relatively speaking, incredibly, unfathomably fast. Much faster than gravity can make you fall. But then I'm like, okay, hold on. Everything that's happening around this is also, like, not realistic, right? So I had to, like, turn off my thing saying, okay, so I know from just how science works that the threat that they're trying to build up as the real threat, a chunk of island being dropped 2 miles, being like a meteorite hitting the earth. I know that's incorrect, but I have to pretend, because that is the threat that the writers of this movie have set up, and I have to pretend that it would have that impact, because that's the little universe they've set up of how reality works. So it's like, all right, gotta be on board. But that bothered me so much, because I was like, all it would do is it would wreck the city that fell. Anything it landed on would be wrecked. Probably a mile or two around, it'd be like dropping an A-bomb or something, in terms of like shockwaves and whatever. But aside from that, it wouldn't be like the world would die. You gave up on Marvel after Endgame. Leave it on a good note. Okay, that's fair. Events in the comic. Oh, the comic books. You're talking about the two different things in the comic books. Okay. Marvel after Endgame felt like they just wanted to give us new characters, and the new ones didn't have good arcs. Well, that's the thing. I haven't watched past it, so it's entirely possible. My whole thing about, like, I don't know if it's gone down in quality or if there's just too much. I got burnt out on it so before then, so it could be like, yeah, it's slop now, and I haven't been following it enough to know. They were at least going to rocket the city now, not just let gravity take it, but your point still stands. It still wouldn't be fast enough. Thank you, Nick. Yeah. Well, and I just know they compared it to, like, the meteorite that killed the dinosaurs was only this size, but look how fast this is. It's like, no. You have no idea how fast two like stellar or even interstellar objects, most of the meteorites hit, it's all like they are still part of our solar system. They're like, at least they're within the gravity well of our sun. They're not like, if something just came out like from outside of, like something orbiting the galactic core cross paths with us, that would be like a super insane impact, because those relative speeds on those scales are just almost inconceivable, like to know like how fast that can really be if two different things going two different trajectories on orbits of that scale collided. A lot of movies you got to have suspension of disbelief, and when that's a thing though, is like where it can be jarring too, because it are hard to sort out, because you know, going into a Star Wars movie or a superhero movie or whatever it is, you know that you bought into it a lot to be able to believe it. Like, you know, Superman, the man can fly, whatever, all the different stuff. You've just sort of accepted stuff that isn't real, but they're like, okay, well, he's an alien from this other planet, and you know, so when he's in our sun, he's become super or whatever. Just go with it. You're like, all right, whatever. I guess that's, you know. whatever. Just don't think too hard about it. Just be like, okay, I'm just gonna have fun with this, right? But then if they do something where it's like, you know it's fucking wrong, like the dropping the city down 2 miles, then it's like, no, that's not. But that's a different kind of suspension of disbelief, though. Because, you know, the whole, like, origin of Superman is fantastical. But you're sort of like, well, I don't know. Maybe that could happen. Like, if there's some things going on in the universe that I don't understand. But there's a thing in the universe I do understand, and it's fucking wrong. I like the Hawkeye stroke. Kate Bishop is a cool new character. I never watched that. There's a lot that I haven't seen. Okay. He's a little fast son of a bitch. Where'd he go? Whoa! I think that meant he was going to get up again. That, I did not like that guy. That guy went very fast. He moved very fast. At this point, I just want to find a save station. You can never get down with Reeve Superman, rewinding time by spinning the world backwards. So that's a classic example of when I was a kid. When I was, you know, I saw when that movie first came out, I was, you know, 6, 7 years old. I don't know, whatever. I was young. And so I was like, oh, okay, that's funny. Yeah, if the world goes backwards, so does time. Makes sense. And then that was something that later I was like, oh, that's like completely not how time works at all. It's not like the Earth goes backwards. And then it was also like, oh, how come every time something bad happens, he doesn't just do that again? It's only when Lois Lane dies he reverses time. Why doesn't everyone else get the reverse time rescue? You know, whatever. So, you know, these little... Alright. I have to find my way. Oh, here we go. I'm gonna come over here and just make sure I'm not missing anything coming this way. I literally, at this point, just want to find a save station and end the stream. I am like, officially have become sleepy. It's like 2 in the morning. And I'm also a little bit hungry, which is, you know, combination problem. Hello! Get, there we go. He was going to get back up again for sure. Then you have Lex Luthor giving instruction to operators to move controls to have Ultraman fight Superman, who's almost as fast as Flash, and he beats him. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing is, anytime Superman's getting his ass kicked, it's you sort of have to, like, they've shown how awesome he is and how amazing he is, and they've got to sort of be able to downplay something. So, I mean, can't he just blow his ice breath and freeze everything anytime he wants? Like, there's certain things, and isn't it like all this stuff could hit him and not hurt him at all? Like, he's almost invincible to everything. I guess the guy's as strong as he is. It was one of those things. I didn't think about that too much. But yeah, that's the fact that, like, you have regular humans that are in this sort of control room being like, all right, let's do command move A2 alpha. And then they're pushing buttons. Oh, command move A2 alpha initiating. You know, it's like, yeah, really, they would not be keeping up with Superman in that situation. Stasis full. Oh, I thought it was a save station. I need a save station really bad, you guys. I'll bet you I've hit a, Oh, there's a little room right behind me. That's just a room. I mean, it doesn't mean there isn't something horrible inside. But yeah, the time thing is okay. Whoa! Oh, hello. Oh, it's coming in here. It's probably coming in through that